shackleton.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is MPFSU, uh, back with some Destiny beta gameplay. And what I want to talk about today is the raids. They were revealed yesterday on IGN, and I'll be posting a link in the description. In this gameplay video, I'm playing with a few of my buddies, Octones and Huddy, and we're doing. We're at the end of the strike mission here. And I want to show this because this is kind of gives me the backdrop of what I want to talk about, and that's pretty much how the in-game content is going to work with Destiny. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the level cap. And so in the interview on IGN, Luke Smith, who previously was a 1UP editor. I don't know if any of you guys know about 1UP. It was a website that was dedicated to reviewing games and stuff like that, and he was one of the editors. And he played a lot of World of Warcraft, so he is huge, and he has a lot of good knowledge about that. And I know he was a big player in the actual game. I think he was like one of the top level guys on the game of World of Warcraft. So at least in his server that he was playing in. But anyway, back to the interview. So he was talking about, how the level cap, which is 20, is not actually the end of the game. It's pretty much the beginning of the game, which, people were speculating who are accustomed to playing MMOs. Now, I'm not an MMO guy traditionally. I normally play sports game and some first-person shooters. So, I've recently, been playing some games that have MMO qualities in them, that also have shooter mechanics like a Warframe or a Defiance. And the thing is you want to be able to get to your max level as quickly as possible, because that's where the game opens up and you can see how badass your character is. In an action game, that's really important, because if you're not, seeing that at the beginning, it's gonna, make you maybe not want to play as much, and that's, some of the problems with maybe a Defiant or a Warframe. What they're struggling with is to get players into their game and into the in-game content, because that's where their game shines. And you have to drudge through to a level 30 in Warframe, and then actually put an item on your Warframe to make them level 60, just so you can experience or be able to level up, to continue to level up, which is the same thing in Destiny. When you hit cap 20, that's not the end of the game, that's the beginning, because you're going to start to level up your character and optimize your character and optimize certain builds of your character to be able to play the in-game content. It's going to be necessary to do that, to be able to play the in-game content, because the in-game content is normally very challenging. And so they, in an interview, he's talking about the level cap, and pretty much what a lot of people are speculating is that you get a light stack rating based on your armor stats and your weapon stats. So your character could be, you'll be a 20 level character, but in the light form you would be maybe a 29 level character. So that allows you to rank your guy up beyond 20, and you can see in the IGN video that the guy is playing with a level 29 Titan. You can see it on his emblem. It's 29 versus 20. So enough about being upset about reaching a level cap of 20. It makes sense, and I think Bungie is a very smart developer in deciding to do this, because that's what most people want to do. They want to be able to see the in-game content as soon as possible, and of course, because of the loot system in the game, you'll be able to enjoy going to 20, because there you have rare items, you have uncommon items that are pretty nice, as I'm rocking on this video, the Sunjin C, which is pretty much the best auto rifle in the beta, and it was pretty beast mode. And I was excited to have that gun. And it's only an uncommon weapon. It's not even a rare, a legendary, or exotic. So, playing Beyond 20 is going to be a lot. Playing 220 is going to be loads of fun, and then playing Beyond 20 is going to be even more fun. So that's what, much I'm going to say on that. Now, the actual raids that you can participate in, from what the interview is stating, is that it will be no matchmaking in the raids, because they're saying it's going to be the most challenging thing, that activity you would be able to do in Destiny. So they said you need to bring 6 of your friends. So you actually be able to bring 6 players to play these raids, which I think will make a few people happy. I know Scene was a little disappointed that you only can take 3 people on a strike, but the strike is not actually, it's partially in-game content, but not the ultimate in-game content, which we're accustomed to in Warframe, where you can bring a whole squad. Now this one you actually bring 6, which just makes it even better, because that allows you to have a good group of guys that can communicate, which they said is going to be necessary, and cooperate, and then know exactly what builds to bring, and can talk about the builds and all that stuff. So that's going to be a huge part of the game to get a goal to achieve. So you're going to be grinding for gear, getting to your level 20, maxing out, then maxing out your level 20 beyond that. And if you played the beta, you can kind of sense what that was happening, because even as a level 8, you'll see here in the video, I'm still playing the game to optimize my character, to get him max defense, because I was going to take that into PvP, into the Iron Banner, and try to be successful. So that is, that was the end game for the beta for me. But the end game in the full retail is going to pretty much be the raids, because that's where you're going to be able to get the exotic gear. Now, that's not the only thing they're going to have. They're also going to have what they call these daily and weekly missions. He even said story missions, which I'm not going to get into that. We'll wait and see if that's actually what it is. But does sound cool. And then he says they have these nightfall missions, which are the more challenging component of the strikes. And these will only unlock after 20. Is what I'm assuming. And then what he also said is that those will be challenging. They're going to still throw hard enemies at you, so there's still going to be difficulty within the strikes themselves, that will provide you with good rewards and be challenging, provide you with a challenge and a place to go and use your build and use your gear. But he also said in those nightfall missions they're going to tweak what's going on in them, like there's you may not be able to use your arc damage, because each class has their specific damage that they do. Like, the Titan in the beta, he had an arc damage. The Warlock had void damage, and the Hunter had solar damage. So, like, say you're doing a Nightfall mission, and they say, well, the modifier on this mission is that the arc damage is going to be 75% less. So, pretty much, the Titan, if he was want to go into that mission with using arc build, he's pretty much gonna be nerfed. So that's why you have the other subclasses, so he can work on his void build and bring his void build instead. So that is what got me really excited, because that's other things I can do outside of the raid, that will allow me to get good gear. So and to bring this around full circle, a lot of people were wondering what is going to happen in the game, what the level cap was going to be, what was going to be the in-game content. And in this video, they showed all of that stuff, as this is where I get this 48 defense armor piece, which made me very excited. But anyway, it's going to be there for you to play, a lot of content to experience, a lot of replay values in this game. Just like games like Diablo 3 and Warframe and Defiance, a lot of replay value where you can go in and, even if you reach the max level cap, you can go in and still find that next tier of level as far as building your gear, making your character pretty much the best character you can have. And then you got 2 other classes you can do that with as well. So and all of those classes are pretty nice. I'm using the Hunter here. The Titan is actually my favorite out of the 3 classes, but I will be playing as all 3. I will have all 3. because I had fun playing all three, and look forward to doing it on September 9th. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. That's that 48 defense that I was talking about. Pretty nasty there. So I'm gonna end the video on that note. If you like the content, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting more Destiny stuff. I got some other videos and some multiplayer stuff that I've been doing. So if you enjoy Destiny, keep it tuned here. I'll check you guys out later. Peace.